Devastation defies all reason.
Imperius, you cannot mean to face Diablo again. Your wounds are barely healed.
The heavens burn. This is your fault, Tyrael. And you, Nephilim, look below and see what your kind has wrought.
I know how he feels, but we have to keep going.
The Diamond Gates have stood since the light first broke over the high heavens. Now they lie in ruins. Imperius is right. I am the cause of this.
You could not have foreseen it.
Long ago, my brethren and I voted to decide the fate of man. I cast the final vote that spared you from extinction. Now humanity has birthed the prime evil.
Demons manipulate angels and humans alike. I can assure you of that.
But you don't understand. Hope has been silenced. We are lost. Diablo is too powerful. Always before, the lords of hell bickered and worked against each other. They undid themselves. Within Diablo, within the Prime, there is no such division. And now, the halls of the high heavens quake beneath his steps. The prime evil. I can't believe all this has come to pass. Adria played us all for fools. Diablo's influence twisted her inside and out. I suspect we have not seen the last of her. I should have known that Leah's father was the Wanderer. How could I not have sensed Diablo's foul presence within her?
We were all deceived.
But poor Leah. I grieve for her soul.
Whatever her fate is, it cannot be changed by grief.
Gaze upon the destruction I have wrought. It will be the last thing you see. Escato, destroy the Nephilim. I do not fear you, Nephilim. You'll find only death in this eternal realm.
My essence is too low. Essence.
The armies of hell will trample your corpses. The shades will devour your soul.
My essence is too low. Essence.
You believe you can defeat me, mortal? Every moment I delay you, I draw closer to my ultimate victory.
I am Ethereal, Archangel of Fate. It is my duty to record what is and what will be within the scroll of fate. But you, Nephilim, you are not in the scroll. Your fate is unwritten.
I would see the angels saved and the heavens restored.
Perhaps fate can be changed. Quickly then, Auriel, Archangel of Hope, has been captured by Rakanoth, the Lord of Despair.
I will free her. Not enough essence.
Foes at every turn.
I need essence.
A well-deserved death.
Not enough essence. This corruption blocks my path. Free now, Angel.
Those mounds of corruption are truly crafty. Let us rid the heavens of them.
Think yourself free from the chains of fate, Nephilim, but all will kneel before Lord Diablo.
I need essence.
Destroyed long before you set one foot into the Silver Spire.
Thank you, Nephilim. I hoped the scroll of fate was wrong, that harmony would once again fill this troubled realm. I see now that all hope lies in you.
How strange.
With my blessing, you can now dispel Diablo's corruption. It hides the rifts which bring his cursed servants to this hallowed place. The rifts must be closed.
It would be an honor, my lady.
Only once in the history of Sanctuary has a Nephilim been as powerful as you? His name was Odyssean.
Some call him a myth.
He was no myth. Because of his noble sacrifice, I saw the inherent potential in your kind. As such, I voted with Aurea to spare mankind from annihilation.
Tyrael blamed us for Diablo's return. Yet we are all that stands between the angels and certain death. How can you look into the future?
I see the myriad streams of possibility, all intertwining and weaving into one another. I can hear them echoing forward into eternity.
But you cannot choose the paths.
I am not called to be a champion as you are. My role is simply to observe.
What is the foretold end of this battle?
Doom and darkness. These heavens ruined. The angelic host broken. Diablo victorious.
It cannot be.
As I have said, Nephilim, your destiny is unwritten. You alone may change these dark times.
I knew you would come. That a champion from the mortal world would light our darkest hour. Your courage and nobility shine out across this realm, blinding our enemies.
I do not deserve such praise. Had I acted faster, this darkness never would have come to pass.
I know you will do all you can, for this is your hour. Go forth with my blessing and show all creation why the Nephilim are the future.
Tyrael is no longer himself.
There is a shadow upon his heart, but it will pass. Remember, he chose to be a mortal, and he must overcome this despair as a mortal.
That is what worries me.
Have faith in him. Of all the archangels, his light has always shone the brightest. In this our darkest hour, he will ensure that justice prevails.
What will you do now?
Though the angelic host is scattered, we are not defeated. I will try to rally them as best I can.
How do you believe Diablo can be defeated?
Only in the light that lies within you, Nephilim. I will take heart from it and hope for your victory. The future is ever writing itself. Unknowable, just beyond sight and touch.
Not enough essence.
Corruption was strongest to the northeast.
these gardens. Now they seethe with the corruption of hell.
By the light, I never wanted to see this demon squalor again.
consumes you! You think to destroy the Rift Oculus? My fiends will tear you apart!
Well done, Nephilim. Diablo's vile minions can no longer use this rift to find their way into the Silver City. Now only one rift remains.
That is not the only Hell Rift. The flow of my legions will not stop.
essence is too low.
Should have run when they had the chance.
Essence. Anymore.
I need to go back. A lot of rockets. What does it take to stop it?
Discovered some precious item, buried for years. Exquisite.
You must miss your brother. Or his wife.
No point in it. I'll never see them again.
You can't be sure of that.
My brother's wife thinks I was involved with his imprisonment, and he believes her.
Unfortunate.
As low as I am, I would never frame him. Not even to win her back. They won't hear a word of it. For all the gold I send to them, I receive nothing in response.
We were gravely mistaken, my friend. I could not see through an illusion of such power, such treachery.
It was skillfully concealed. Leah's magic always did seem strange, but I assumed it was because she had not been trained.
When I think of what she suffered through, we must find a way to stop Diablo. The Prophet would never forgive me if he knew my part in unleashing this terror upon the world.
I found a strange document on one of the angels' bodies in the high heavens. It is very old, maybe centuries even older than I.
What does it say?
I am not certain. Script is very old and foreign to me. When I saw the angel, he was dying. But even though he was in great pain, he reached out to me with the document in his hand, like he wanted me to take it. By the time I approached him, he was still. His spirit had already gone. We will stand together against the shadow.
Wait. Before we face that abomination, there is something you should know. When we first met, I thought you were a simple and brutal warrior. I was wrong. You are wise in a way I have no words for. You cut right to the truth of a problem. I admire you more than I can say.
Outsiders seldom understand my kind, but you have looked deeper. I hope you always remember the power of that.
I will. Ever since Adria betrayed us, I've been thinking about how Magda used to share the leadership of the Coven with another.
Right.
20 years ago, just before the darkening of Tristram, they had some sort of falling out, and the other leader disappeared. I think that other leader might have been Adria.
That would explain a great deal.
What shall we fight today?
He's back! Can you believe it? He's back from heaven. I thought I could make my wife's death mean something. It doesn't matter now, does it?
All death has meaning.
Right. I'm sure that's a comfort for Leah, now that she's gone too. Oh, I've been a fool. You don't get to make things right. This world isn't made for redemption. I'm sorry for what I said before. I was upset. I don't know what it is, but I feel better. Like things can be made right.
You are hopeful.
Yes, that's it exactly. My wife would not have wanted me to wallow in my misery. She would have wanted me to do everything I could to help you win this battle. And you can win. I know that now.
You always knew.
Of course, Childo.
But you did nothing to stop it.
That's the point of the future, love. It keeps coming. You don't win a duel by blocking the first blow and going home.
So you watched Leah suffer.
I had to. Diablo was always going to come back. But now, you are here to stop him. And in your grief and rage, you will, my Childo. So, now you know. The Nephilim are not in the Scroll of Fate. Heard it from Fate himself. You can write your own destiny.
Then how can you see it?
Perhaps I have my own Nephilim powers, eh? That, and you are quite predictable.
When you have lived as long as I, you learn that life is filled with betrayal. But the cruelest always comes at the hands of those we love. I know it must be hard to think of other things, but now we must. All creation rests upon your shoulders.
So you are capable of being serious?
Well, these are dark times. Even I must set apart thoughts of Dirge's jewel and dwell upon the fate of the world. But that doesn't mean you have to frown so. Hope. Do not look down, my friend. Even in the darkest of times, there is always hope. Hope for a better day. Hope for a new dawn. Or just hope for a good breakfast. You start small, then see what you can get. Do you think that Leah is lost forever?
Her soul remains, but it is powerless.
Do you not think Leah's soul is stronger than that? But then sometimes I forget that you have not seen everything that I have seen.
Then enlighten me, old man. If that is what you truly are.
What am I? I am covered as Shen, of course. No more, no less. To some that has meant one thing, to others another.
When will you tell me what it means to you?
When the sun sets in the east and the shore swallows the tide. When the moon smiles upon the day and the blind man sees once again.
Diablo works quickly. An incredible feat.
Closer to victory, Nephilim. You are too late, just as you always have been.
The Angiris Council is comprised of the 5 Archangels who hold dominion over the high heavens. They determine the laws by which all angels must abide. Each of them embodies a pure aspect of creation: valor, justice, hope, faith, and wisdom.
By the lights, I never wanted to see this demon squalor again. Do not fear the end.
So, you approach the Oculus with the aim to destroy it. You will not succeed.
The Hell Rifts are closed. You have far exceeded my expectations, Nephilim. But there is not a moment to waste. Quickly, you must make your way to the Silver Spire.
But it is of no matter. Soon there will be nothing left of these high heavens. All creation will be the realm of terror.
Tyrael.
Yes, my friend. I am ready to again fight by your side. I was wrong to give in to despair. You have shown me there is still a chance for victory. But we must hurry. Even now, Diablo makes his way to the Silver Spire. I finally understand. Your kind faces death and darkness every day, yet still you find the courage to move forward. It is an honor to be one of you.
Your kind does not belong here. If I see you again, you will die.
Pay him no mind. This is your fight, Nephilim. Your power is even greater than Tyrael foresaw.
One can only hope. But now, we must stop Diablo before he reaches the crystal arch above us.
Diablo is readying his final blow against the high heavens. A devastating act that will disrupt the balance beyond all remedy. Tyrael and I must find a way to save both of our realms.
Darkness grows around us.
How does it feel, knowing you helped me become the prime evil? For all your mighty deeds, all you really accomplished was unleashing me upon the world. Some savior you are, Nephilim.
Leah, wait!
Diablo is climbing the spire to the crystal arch. We must hurry.
How could you convince my own husband to kill me? I could have been saved, but you made him cut me down.
No, that isn't her. Again.
Fountains of heaven flowed with the energy of the crystal arch. But now look at them. different here.
Seems we've both fallen from grace, Tyrael. Come, embrace your former lieutenant.
That is not possible.
The chill of hell will sap the life from your bones. You failed again, Tyrael. The corruption cannot be stopped!
I often came to this great span to meditate on things as I looked out over the Silver City. The view used to calm me. Now I find it does the opposite. It is not far now. I only hope we are not too late. I can feel Diablo's corruption closing around the light of heaven.
You think yourself a hero, but your actions are driven by petty greed, contempt, and bloodlust. You couldn't even save me.
A foul trick!
Consumes you!
Carrying too much.
I returned. I expected more! One last fight, Rod.
Embraces you.
Look at the destruction Diablo has wrought. If we do not stop him, this is the future of all creation. once beautiful beyond measure.
Diablo has spared nothing for his son.
Nephilim, I see you did not heed my warning. Or perhaps you think yourself strong enough to face me.
I come to kill another. Do not waste my time.
Imperius, stop this madness. Diablo is the enemy here, not the Nephilim.
Tyrael, I will deal with you soon enough. I will... What is this? No! Diablo has reached the Arch!
No. Diablo has begun extinguishing the Crystal Arch. That's why the angels have fallen. If its light should go out forever, we must defeat Diablo before that happens.
We stand together as mortals.
Diablo's vile corruption bars our path. Stand back. Eldruin's light shall clear the way. The gate has been opened, Nephilim. This last trial is yours alone.
Thank you for leading me this far.
It was an honor, but this is the moment you were made for. This is the hour of mankind's victory.
I need to know more about the Crystal Arch.
It is older than time itself, and over the eons, this shining realm took shape around it. It thrums with living light and sound that courses through the very fabric of the sacred city.
The angels themselves are born from it.
Yes, like musical notes in a grand chorus. Angels are the manifestation of the Arch's intrinsic harmony. The purest expressions of this harmony were my brethren, the Archangels.
This harmony seems to have been lost.
Yes, but hope has returned. And as you mortals are fond of saying, it is not over yet. I fear that if we defeat Diablo, Leah's innocent spirit will die with him.
It is likely that she is already lost, though that may be hard to accept. Which of the angels voted to destroy humanity?
Imperius. Malthael abstained, but it was counted against you.
Malthael. Who is he?
He was wisdom itself, until his disappearance. The Angiras Council has been broken ever since.
Do you know why Malthael disappeared?
Long ago, when Anarius and his ilk stole the World Stone to create Sanctuary, Malthael became consumed with discovering its whereabouts. As the Archangel of Wisdom, he was tortured by his inability to recover the sacred artifact.
Have there been any clues about his whereabouts?
Some say he haunts the silent halls of Pandemonium, forever seeking answers to the unknowable mysteries of life and death.
What is the prime evil?
It is the sum total of all 7 evils housed within one body. There is an ancient legend, known only to a few, of the great dragon Tathamet, who was the original embodiment of evil. The legend says that he was ripped apart during an epic battle with Anu, and that the burning hells are composed of his remains.
Anu?
Just as Tathamet was the ultimate evil, Anu was the ultimate good. It is said by some that the Crystal Arch is all that remains of this great warrior.
Then evil has been reborn in its purest form.
In a manner of speaking, yes.
angels are one within me. I am Legion. Enough! Let us see how you fare in my realm of terror. Only by defeating us can you return to your own realm. But none have ever crawled from the depths of their own terror. Defeat your own terror. How tastes your fear, Nephilim? You cannot defeat your own terror. How tastes your fear, Nephilim? Can you feel your death approaching? No! This wretched light must be eradicated! All that you have known, all that you have ever loved, shall die along with you, Nephilim.
Good thought.
Well, it was all worth it. Everything. The cuts, the bruises, having to break bread with that Templar. A jest. You are like family to me now. I owe you the world, my friend. But now I better shut up before I make myself sick. was astounding. What you did back there. You're the greatest hero in history. Everyone in Kingsport will know your name if I have my way. They'll sing it for the rest of time. Hell, I will sing right now if you want me to. I can't believe you really did it.
You're crying.
No. It's raining.
It does not rain here.
Well, it does now.
I have a gift for you, Lyndon.
Is that so?
It's gold. Enough to repay the Merchants Guild and free your brother.
You're joking, right? You look like you're joking.
Do I ever joke?
I'm speechless.
I suppose there's a first time for everything.
You truly are the one the Prophet promised. You are everything that all the angels and all of humanity could have hoped for. And, well, you're awfully nice too. I cannot believe it all came to pass, just as the Prophet wished. I left everything I knew behind to fight with you. It was the best choice I have ever made. I spoke with Ethereal, and he helped me translate the document. It was written by an angel who saw promise in humanity. He began to teach a group of young women who had killed the demons their masters summoned.
You and your sisters?
None other. The Prophet I have followed for so many years. He was an angel.
And Tyrael reminded you of him?
Yes, but I do not know whether the Prophet was the dying angel I met or not. The writings say that he worked in absolute secrecy. Ethereal knew nothing of them.
You will learn more about the Prophet's path as you make your own.
You are right. And I hope that path will still be with you, my friend. The Prophet has foreseen our victory.
Victory at last! There was never a doubt in my mind, friend. You are a true champion. And so the Lord of Terror falls. May all the souls ravaged by his evil rest in peace. It's finally over. Many brave souls died in this war. Thanks to us, they did not perish in vain. Let us seek honor together, my friend.
Your task will soon be done. The angels will then have no choice but to value mortals, thanks to you.
Is that right?
Of course I'm right. Look who you're talking to. Have I ever steered you wrong?
You haven't told me everything.
All for your own good, Cheldo. All for your own good.
You were honest with me earlier. More of that, and we could reach a true understanding.
I think we understand each other perfectly. Why bring the truth into it?
Because we face a great enemy, and there will be more of them on the horizon. I need your help.
What a nice thing to say. And to return the favor, I do believe that the world could not do better than to have you as a savior. At any rate, when you defeat Diablo, don't laze about. We have other lands to explore, you and I. Dirge's jewel is still out there somewhere. Oh, victory at long last. I never dreamed our humble quest might lead to this. It's a story I will tell for many, many years. And of course, I won't leave out the part played by one simple jeweler.
The day is won. Diablo is vanquished, and all evil with him.
Evil retreats, but it does not die.
Time will tell. For a time it seemed we would know peace. But it was not to be. For Diablo's essence lingers in the Black Soul Stone. I cannot destroy the stone, nor allow its evil to remain within the heavens. And so it must be hidden, even from the angels. I pray that it will be enough. You have done well, Horadrim. Your service here is finished, and you should all run. Malthael. Brother, why? The Nephilim will stop you.
No one can stop death.
In Westmarch. Of that I am sure. The angels have started a massacre, slaying all they find. I must see it with my own eyes and learn why they have come. There are many questions, and I have little time to act.
The Nephilim! Tyrael sent me to find you. Malthael has taken the Black Soul Stone. You must come with me.
Too many have died here. I will intervene.
But you and Tyrael need to form a plan. We must find Malthea.
Tyrael should meet me in Westmarch. Go.
It will be done. I swear it.
We're going to die! She's coming to kill us all!
The gates.
Don't go out into the streets! Get it before it's gone. It's the end of the world. So many have been killed and the Reapers are everywhere.
Is anyone alive in there?
General Torian was defending a group of refugees at the old Zakharoon Cathedral, but they're likely all dead by now.
We'll see.
Keep moving. I think we lost her. No, no!
Those with demon blood must die.
They were only townsfolk.
Repel these vile reapers!
A worthy foe.
We found you.
I've never seen an attack like this. Why has Malthael unleashed his forces on Westmarch?
Because he feeds on death. Every time his reapers kill, he grows stronger. And with the prime evil gone, Malthael believes this is the perfect time to end the eternal conflict.
Humanity has nothing to do with that war.
I agree.
The church! All the refugees are inside! Follow me! Akarat's bane! This is worse than I feared!
What is it?
Nephilim, your soul will be mine.
Everything in our power to slow the Nephilim down, so that the collection of souls is not interrupted. It is the key to Malthael's victory.
We must confront Malthael. Where is he?
I know only that he is not in Westmarch. He could have taken the Black Soul Stone anywhere in creation.
There are no other clues?
There may be. A sliver broke off when Malthael took the Soul Stone. Perhaps by studying that sliver, I can learn his plans.
Then you must remain here. I will do what I can for Westmarch.
My brother. He was wisdom, leader of our council, first among angels. And now, he has become this.
How?
After the destruction of the World Stone, Malthael's mood darkened, and he left the heavens frequently. Then he disappeared completely. He must have developed a connection, no, an obsession with human souls.
He was never meant to explore the domain of death. What would Rathmus say if he were here? Any progress?
The sliver is still connected to the Soul Stone. As the stone changes, the sliver will change too. Therefore, I can observe what Malthael is doing to the stone, and if we're lucky, even discover his plan.
Death comes for you.
So the Horodrim have returned.
Tyrael rebuilt the Order to help him take the Soul Stone from heaven, and to protect mankind. After all, you can't be everywhere at once, no matter how powerful you are.
What was that Death Maiden doing?
She was creating an orb that turns the living into Malthael's death creatures. A single orb can transform hundreds of innocent people every hour, and my men report 2 more of them out in the city.
Soul Crucibles. With 2 of them, Malthael has an endless supply of soldiers.
His magic was not meant to be used so. I will not stand for it. I have read spells about crucibles that could enslave the dead. Now angels are using them?
Sadly, yes.
And the Death Maidens as well.
Their story is as tragic as Malthael's. Once the vanguard of his wisdom angels, they followed him down the path to darkness.
Receive solace from pain.
At long last, a hero comes to save us. That won't bring my wife back, though, will it?
We stayed to fight, Robert and me. But he fell. And when they started to tear into him, I panicked. I ran.
Many of the survivors here have suffered the same. You should speak to them.
My library isn't far from here. I was closing everything up for the day when I heard the fighting in the streets. I barred the doors and then squeezed through the back window to escape. But I'll have to come up with something more exciting when I write my official account, won't I?
Westmarch originally grew from the efforts of the great General Rakis to spread his religion beyond the realms of the East. Seized by the superstitions of the Zakarum faith, he drove his paladins relentlessly across the barbaric western lands, subduing the uncivilized tribes he found there. Ultimately, he became king of them all.
You've heard the legend of the Tomb of Rakis, haven't you? Its location has never been found. Most scholars think it's underneath Westmarch, but I suspect it's somewhere outside the city. Rakis was a clever man, after all.
So, what do you need?
I can't believe we're still alive, and it's all thanks to you. I thought we would die in that foul-smelling place.
Do you hear something?
Is something on your mind?
Yes. I've noticed your Templar friend is somewhat distracted these days. Oh, nothing could be further from the truth. Oh, I see you looking at Arena every other moment. Oh, it's just the way her hair catches the sun. It's very bright.
I know who was responsible for this. It's the poor. They've summoned these monstrosities to take Westmarch for themselves.
Did you know there were once 2 moons? Lyria is the one that is no more. I think it's time I told you the whole story of Zai and his master, the god of desire, Dirgist.
I thought it was a secret.
Dirge's jewel has appeared again, and the time for secrets is over.
Then I will finally know the truth.
Have you been eating enough? I've noticed this about you. When things get difficult, you get very focused. Maybe I'll cook for you. So, if it's all the same, we'd probably both be happier if I didn't.
You ask, who's to blame for this?
It is good to see you again, though it seems like we are only brought together in the worst of circumstances. But I suppose if times were better, we would never have met. For a moment, I heard one of my sister's voices. I could not make out the words.
That sounds like magic. Or melancholy. I cannot tell which.
My sisters are gone now, and I am the last memory of a world long since forgotten.
There are many who do not forget the dead, Irena. They serve a purpose, as do we.
Well, the world's under attack and people are dying everywhere. It must be time for us to go on another adventure, right? Oh, I've been waiting for this.
You are ill at ease, Cormac.
For too long have I lived with the knowledge that my order tortures its initiates and twists their minds. I need to know how high this evil reaches. If my whole order is corrupt, what does it mean to be a Templar? What am I?
You are one of many who believed in serving a righteous cause.
But it wasn't, was it? The guilty will answer for their transgressions. I swear it. Lead the way to glory.
Did you grab the jewelry at least?
Harold, those monsters were about to kill us.
Well, I would rather be dead than poor.
Is anyone out there? Anyone?
Someone came for me. After all this time.
The blacksmith heard you down here.
Bloody miracle! Sorry. I shouldn't have said that. I owe you both.
Follow me.
Remember that noise I heard? It was that lad you rescued.
I'm Bryson. I came here to see your friend.
Ha! And now he won't go away.
You don't feel responsible for him?
No, I'm responsible for myself. Though I have decided to repay Hadric by helping him.
And I told you to stay away from my forge.
Why would the angels do this to us?
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
Duncraig is just death.
Save my friends.
This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is.
Do that.
King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up.
You should leave these petty matters behind.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke.
That's treason, citizen. You best watch yourself.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
How did you come by this?
Let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I am so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
to my city. I swear it.
This can't be happening! We're all gonna die here! More are coming! You've got to stop them! They're coming for our souls! No!
Death to the nobles! Just what are you doing? Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him. Too many have already perished. Lay down your arms. What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the Crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
brutes to shreds.
I can't do that. I grow weak.
Ave obitus, Ave interitus, insurgos elistros in situ.
What are you doing?
I'm summoning back the souls that have been stolen from these poor people in order to restore their lives.
You are too ignorant to wield this magic. Now I shall have to make amends.
Wait, what's that noise? Oh dear, this wasn't supposed to happen.
Wretch. Spare me your foolishness.
Of course. Of course. Bless you.
I cannot afford that. This.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
That maiden is using the Crucible.
There is no place for her in our world, so let us help her leave it.
the darkness down upon yourself, mortal.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
Did you?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now. Malthael, he's watching you.
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans.
You should join the rest of the survivors.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those things do to people, let's just say I need to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes if I am ever to sleep again.
A monstrosity infests my family script, and there's no one to protect it. Thank you, hero. We can all rest.
There is no room.
How goes it?
submit him to Malthael to survive. The night embraces me.
I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
How do you know that name?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you. You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions. Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
I didn't think my desire to kill would grow any more intense. Every not fear the end. What was that wretched noise?
That would be Urzael. Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
I have that effect sometimes. Tyrael should hear of this. I am returning to town.
Everything you require, right here.
Is this truly the work of angels? I don't understand. How could they?
They have never cared for our kind. But these are the first to act against us. I will handle them.
Good.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave. And I won't be returning.
Is this your new joke?
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
You would never make it there alive. Westmarch is still overrun.
All right. I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me. It's time for me to go. My brother will...
A Kingsport prisoner, you say? Those poor devils were all transported to our cells in Westmarch last week. But we haven't heard from the garrison since the attack started.
Edlin, I have to find him. Will you help me, my friend? Right then, this is where they're holding Edlin. Let me do the talking.
Looking for your brother, Lyndon?
He knows you. That is no guard.
Damn it all! The Thieves Guild always finds who it's looking for.
Unfortunately for you, he's our friend.
The Thieves Guild infiltrated the entire dungeon?
You really angered them, friend.
You can't hide behind your friend, Lyndon.
Give me a reel!
Edmund!
He's gone.
I never should have joined the guild. He told me, but I wouldn't listen.
He was dead before we arrived in Westmarch. I can see the signs.
That dagger looks very familiar.
Take it with you. There may be more to this than we know.
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
It worked for you.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
It could have been chance. Or a deliberate act.
I must know which. I will discover the truth. When I left my sister Lysa, I took her magic focus as a reminder. I scryed it today to see if it held any clues, and I found strong traces of the demonic magic that killed her. It reminded me of the Fisherai's magic from before we served the Prophet.
That is strange. Did anything else happen?
When I cast the magic upon her focus, I heard her voice again, and this time, I understood. She said one word. Irena.
How are you faring, Lyndon?
What do you want me to say? That I wish he'd never known me? That I wish he'd had a brother who didn't fail him?
That you will try to find the truth.
You have no brothers. You've never loved anyone. You can never understand. If there's treasure to be had, then
I have heard that the Grand Maester himself is in Westmarch. It is imperative that I find and speak to him. I will tell him of the sins his order is committing.
Is that wise? He could be behind them.
No, you are wrong. My first memories of being a Templar are of him comforting me, welcoming me to the Brotherhood. I looked into his eyes. He is a good man, I tell you. Today is the day I find out how deep the Order's corruption runs.
Good. You seem determined at last.
I will do it, even if it means going against my entire Order. I could use a good friend by my side.
How about two?
This is one of our strongholds. I will have my answers soon.
Whatever they may be.
I'll take that off your hands.
Cormac! Everyone says you helped slay Asmodan and Belial. They're calling you the greatest of all the Templar.
It's good to see you as well, brother. But I come with troubling news about the Order. I must speak with the Grand Maester.
You're in luck. He's here. Standing orders are to send you to him upon your return. Take this, the Grand Maester's new proclamation.
You've done us all proud.
This proclamation from the Maester, it's damning. He admits his own guilt. How could I have not seen this?
Oh, we all make mistakes. You just make a lot of them.
The day of reckoning is at hand. We will rise from the ashes of Westmarch and lead mankind into the light. We shall have recruits by the thousands. Every citizen will be another Templar added to the cause. Once cleansed by the Inquisitors, they will become an unstoppable force.
Our time has finally come, and we owe it all to...
Bring me that whip! It is time to purify this initiate.
Stop! How can you do this to your fellow Templar?
We bless them with the truth, as we did for you, Cormac. But if the greatest of all Templar wishes them freed, it shall be so. We've been ordered to take you to the Grand Maester as soon as possible. Follow me.
Cormac, the shining example of a true Templar. We have much to talk about.
Yes, we do, Grand Maester. You have betrayed us all, starting with the torment of our initiation.
It was brutal but necessary. I did the hard things no one else would, for the ascension of humanity. I carry the weight of my actions with me always. Are you ready to make a similar sacrifice, Cormac? Will you stand with me and become Meister in due time? I need you.
But... No! Your power has driven you to madness if you think I would help you rule over mankind!
This saddens me greatly, my son. I am sorry. Kill him.
Hey, I'm the only one with Cormac around here.
Man is a flawed being. Time and again we have seen good men give in to temptation. Though it is painful, I have found only one answer. We must cleanse the minds of our recruits, so they will never fall prey to the corruption of the demons. For the blind, self-righteousness of guilt brought him on itself.
I dedicated my life to a lie. Everything I thought I knew, it was all in the service of a madman. I swear that every Templar I meet will be freed from the lies of the Order. And if they refuse, I will be forced to convince them.
I can help with that. I'm terribly convincing.
It is good to fight with you again. The Grand Maester, behind the Order's corruption. Deep down, I think I always knew. Perhaps that's why I never felt worthy of the Order. As if I was not a true Templar.
It is a relief you are not. Your mind is free, and you can choose what to believe.
I believe in you and your quest. This world must be saved, regardless of the corruption of the Templar. May the
Those who perish without embracing...
My mother warned me about the poor. They want my wealth, but they don't want to work for it. Now they've created an army of death creatures. Well, when I'm king, I'll just show them.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight!
We're not going to die, are we? Tell me we're not going to die. I don't want to lose
I don't feel like talking right now.
Making a sail?
And now I hear those Reapers are taking people's souls?
Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was unlike anyone I ever knew. A normal man on the surface, but with a heart for all the world and everything in it. His death was a great disruption in the balance.
Could one man make such a difference?
Always.
Tyrael told me of your actions. You killed Diablo himself.
Yes, but I had assistance.
I don't know that the world will ever understand what it took to face such pure evil.
The world will always have some evil in it, but it never could have withstood so much. It is better if people remain ignorant of such things.
My father was the commander of the Knights of Westmarch. He assumed I would become a soldier, just like him.
Why didn't you?
I grew up on stories of the fearless Horadrim, Tal Rasha, Jared Cain. That was what I wanted to be. My father thought it was all myth. Wasn't he surprised when I actually became one of them?
Your soldiers have been holding out for some time.
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
Look, the sliver is changing.
As though Malthael is manipulating the Soul Stone.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
How he plans to do it. Westmarch is only one battlefield in this war.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. You should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
The rest of the kingdom should have sent reinforcements by now.
Have you not heard? Cities everywhere are under attack. No place is safe.
Yes, Malthael strikes all across Sanctuary.
Unfortunate.
Death comes to all.
Did you know Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
Malthael doesn't intend to kill you, does he?
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
We humans also possess the blood of angels.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
Your wounds are deep, aren't they?
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
I'm sure you have carried greater burdens. What could Malthael do with the Black Soulstone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, But every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
Even he would not dream of unleashing the Lord of Terror, would he? Did you ever consider destroying the Soul Stone?
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
Someone is always watching. What will you do if I recover it?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next.
If you hadn't come along when you did, I don't know what might have happened.
It was the least I could do. Anyone would have done the same.
But you didn't have to help. You could have run right by.
Get to safety before it is too late.
No! I must prove myself to death. Prove I am worthy. Worthy to gather the souls that sustain him. Hear them. The voices speak to me again. What? Death is coming? But I can't die. I can't. I am too important to have my life just thrown away. Please, tell me how I can avoid my fate. You want me to do what? Must I? Oh, yes. Yes, I will. I swear it. I will do anything.
That was all of them.
I cannot afford that.
It is done. The bloodline of Rakis will once again sit on the throne of Westmarch.
You mean yourself?
My grandmother was the daughter of Coralon, but he would not claim her because she was born of a courtesan, not a queen. With the peasants supporting me, Westmarch will become a place of freedom and equality. The idle rich will be no more. Of course, there will be some bloodshed. We must make a few examples, consolidate our power, a small price to pay.
You would upset the balance for personal gain. I will not stand idly by.
I have spent my whole life preparing for this day, primitive heathen.
Let us have at it then, foul traitor.
Realize that my personal feelings are of no consequence. My people are dying, and they need their king. Our resistance starts today, and Lord Winton, of all people, has provided the means. These Reapers shall not have Westmarch. I swear my life on it.
About that for a while.
repository of bones, commonly called the Plague Tunnels, were originally used to bury Westmarch's indigent. However, when the Great Pestilence struck, the city decided the tunnels would serve just as well for plague victims, lest Westmarch become overwhelmed by the ever-increasing piles of the dead.
I'm unable to get it open. I cannot afford that. too much.
I need to go back.
Best service in Westmarch.
My master has begun his work on the stone. Nothing that you do matters. Soon demon spawn like you will be gone forever.
Or you will be. Have you considered that?
This will help.
Nephilim, I will bring an end to conflict. In death there is peace.
You wield a power you do not comprehend, Angel. I am returning to town. Urzael is dead, and only a few Reapers remain.
You have saved Westmarch, my friend.
Not yet. We still don't know where Malthael is hiding.
That strange woman you brought here believes she can help. She insisted on speaking with you immediately.
Cheldo, I know how to find Malthael, but you will not like what I have to tell you.
Fine.
There is only one person who knows how to find Malthael. She waits for you in the Blood Marsh, and you know her well. Adria.
You were right. I do not like that.
You're not going anywhere without me.
What?
Someone has to make sure you don't kill Adria before you find out where Malthael is.
You are the first to question my restraint, Lorath. Dead angel. shadows now rest with the human corpses on the roads of Westmarch. But more will die unless we know where Malthael is hiding. I cannot imagine how Adria came by this knowledge, but somewhere in the Blood Marsh, our answers await.
We hid the Black Soul Stone in the deepest part of the Nephilim ruins near. I thought it would be safe, but Malthael found it all the same. This is the entrance to the tomb, but someone's collapsed it.
What a surprise.
It looks like we'll have to find another way into the ruins. What was that? Just one entrance to the city. There are guide stones littered across the Blood Marsh that will lead us to the main one. The guide stones are useless to most, but will reveal the correct path to a Nephilim such as yourself.
She cannot be far.
Remember to get the information we need before you...
I know.
Well, that's not very reassuring. To get Adria to tell you where Malthael is. Actually, I don't want
to. I like to think the world is safer now.
This is one of the guide stones. Nothing happens when I approach it.
I will try.
There are 4 entrances to the Nephilim city, each one etched with a sigil. Only the correct one marks the true entrance to the tomb, however. When you activate these stones, one of the wrong sigils disappears.
Who knows whether this is the right passage or not?
Always wanted to fight some of these.
beckons. Can abide you no longer.
Wait here, Dwarf.
Going to kill her, aren't you?
Still you ask these questions?
We're all counting on you.
Is you. Grave beckons.
Uncovered and obscured an ancient tome in whose pages is recorded an impossible tale. The secret history of a race called the Nephilim, gods by another name, and their ruined civilization in the west. If this is true, how could all signs of these Nephilim be lost, but for the record of this single tome?
Your death nears! Serve the cycle. spear end.
I could almost imagine the ancient Nephilim shredding.
I cannot afford that. That is too expensive.
Can abide you no longer.
Let's see where you've been hiding, Malthael.
Adria!
The angels will never suffer us to live. They cannot accept the fact that we may choose our own path. At least demons are not so rigid in their beliefs. Diablo sent me a vision. He had returned, and you were the one who freed him. No. He always finds a way. My master will return.
But you will not.
The fire!
My bag is full.
I need to go back.
Browse away.
Diablo will return. I have done what I can to ensure it. He always finds a way. In your heart of hearts, you know this.
Adria had conjured an image of pandemonium before I interrupted her.
She was searching for Malthael, so he must be there.
I am returning to town.
Malthael seems to be in pandemonium.
No doubt he has gone to the fortress. Malthael can hold out there until the end of time. He is forcing us to come to him.
And what does that entail?
The only way to pandemonium is through the high heavens. Let us leave at once. What is this?
Destroy the gate! The Nephilim is here!
Dares to attack us? Malthael is my brother. I fought 1,000 battles by his side, and I care not that he seeks to destroy you and your kind. But my brother has grown sick, and he must be put down for his own sake. Yet I have not the heart to do this. And so it falls to you. Come, Nephilim, to Pandemonium.
Malthael thinks he can delay the inevitable, but he underestimates my persistence. I will cross the ancient battleground of the angels and demons, and journey on to the gates of the Pandemonium Fortress. This angel has disrupted the balance between life and death, and it falls to me to rebuke him.
There is a siege camp not far from here. Meet me there, and I will show you what must be done. We do not have the luxury of time. You will need to do better if you are to stand any chance. Is a siege room. Bring it with you. Do you see the battering ram below? That is the only way you can breach the fortress gates. But it is useless without the siege runes that power it. You have one in your possession, but there are two more. You will find them on the battlefield below, imprisoned along with the demons that carried them. Once you have the runes, go to the ram. But know this, Nephilim. Even if you release Malthael from his madness, I will not thank you for it.
Indeed.
Serve the cycle. Can abide you no longer.
This is the way to the ram. I'd best find the siege rules first. That is too expensive. I can't carry any more. I need to go back.
Happy to help.
Malthael's plan to me, and it is worse than I could have imagined. He means to use the Black Soul Stone to capture all demonic essences, even those that linger in human hearts. If the stone is altered to rip the demonic essence out of every man, woman, and child on Sanctuary, they will all die.
Quickly then, we must begin the attack.
Malthael is fundamentally altering the Black Soul Stone. It will now pull in all the demonic essence from whatever plane of existence it finds itself in. But mankind is born of angel and demon alike. Every mortal, save myself, has demonic essence as an intrinsic part of their being. Losing it will rip their body and soul apart. Destroy those hooks! We can't move until they're gone! Pandemonium Fortress. When I fought Malthael, my sword passed through him like air. He is in a state of death and life, impervious to physical harm. Your magic is not enough. To defeat him, you must channel the power of death, as he does.
No priest of Rathma has ever fully achieved that. How is it possible?
The power of the dead. If you could become one with it, you would be as Malthael is, and you could face him. But you must find a way, quickly. Every moment, thousands die, and Malthael's power grows beyond anything I have ever seen.
At last, I have found you.
Master, why are you here?
We are reunited at our most dire hour. Many of our priests have fallen.
Even you, Master.
It is as it should be. I have come to aid you in defeating Malthael. You must wield a power beyond what you have ever dreamed possible. But first, you need to free us from our prison deeper in the fortress.
I swear it will be done.
Nephilim. The Black Soulstone journeys through the portal to Sanctuary. Even now it spreads death across your world. And so ends the eternal conflict.
What happens after Malthael is dead?
I shall return to the priests of Rathma and tell them.
The servants of evil are vanquished. These
as though I'm on the edge between life and death. And both will bend at my command.
You are closer to the cycle than any of us have ever been. Use this power to bring us peace.
You have given me a great gift, Master.
I give you a challenge. Do not fail.
But it availed me nothing. I know that this war can have no victor, only an eternity of revenge, pride.
Troopers, don't... That stone. We will help as we can.
Our opponents may be strong, but I will not stand down.
Wait longer.
I cannot afford that.
Seek a way out of the endless strife. Angels and demons who feel enslaved by our fate. I cannot be unique in all of creation. I know my path. I will find those disillusioned of the war and lead them.
not my last customer.
Where is the Black Soulstone?
Malthael consumed it and took Diablo's soul.
Then Malthael's death will have released Diablo. He is free. The Nephilim have done the impossible. By conquering death, he had redeemed the angels and saved all mankind. In that moment, with victory at hand, I saw the Nephilim in a new light. He is a hero who can defeat the champions of heaven and hell, and a necromancer who protects the innocent, but within him beats a mortal heart that will one day be tempted to corruption. On that day, will he have the strength to resist? Or will he be our doom?